What's up, Fresh Game, man? It's been a minute. Your boy been over at Twitch.
Visualize a win tonight.
They guidelines way more lenient to what I'm trying to do, so I've been over there at Twitch. But I be pulling up here to just let y'all know, man, I'm still here. Stay locked in. Share my stream. Hit that like. And just let me know what y'all got going, man. What's the play for today? But yeah, what y'all been up to, man?
Can't win tonight.
There's a lot of excited basketball fans revved up and ready to get going. And through this early portion, Greg, of the season, we've had our fair share of surprises.
Yeah, it's fun to see the preseason predictions go up in flames, right? Every year it feels like we have at least one team that overachieves and shocks us all.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for them. It's Curry and Hill. Hachimura out there with Kuminga. And it's Jackson Davis in at the center. And it's prime time missing. Here's Golden State now. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
Yeah, in that game, I thought they took advantage of some sloppy play, but give them credit. They turned mistakes into points.
Yeah, the last game it felt like they were just
Cowbell.
off of what they were doing.
I'm going to the left. They made me go back right.
Turnovers, and that helps build your defensive confidence.
Now Curry. 23 points for him the last game against Oklahoma City.
Yeah, but all around offensively, the performance was great. He knew when he had it going, but he also knew he could get other guys going. So his passing right up there on the level with his scoring now.
And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. G.A., what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim.
Now here is Hachimura. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound.
That's 0 for 4 now. Time to slow it down and maybe get the best possible shot the next time down.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. And so the Los Angeles Lakers get the first points of the ballgame. Hachimura kicks to Curry. Drills the three-pointer.
Well, that's a healthy make there after missing their first 4 shots. 1 of 5, not what they wanted, but they're on the board.
Here's prime time. He's covered by Hachimura. Pass to Javino. Vanderbilt with the screen. Prime time. That's it. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let-up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Now here's Hield. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game.
Really working on that hand speed. Excellent.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Here's Shavino. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Here's prime time. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force it to the line.
Lakers shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws. 81% as a team.
Pajemski, he's checked in for Hachimura. It seems likely that the Warriors' title run under Steph Curry, Brent, is probably come to a close.
I'm not going to count Steph Curry out quite yet, Kevin, but you know they have added some quality youngsters. They're trying to grow that group. How fast can they bring those kids along to championship caliber players? That's the big question. Win their share of games.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, prime time in his last game against Los Angeles was a bit on a mission. He ended up with 26 points, and his glass work resulted in a season-high rebound total for him as well. Numbers like that are sure to get attention around the league, and everyone's excited to see what he does tonight. Guys?
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
And going up against a team that had no answer for him, we'll see if it plays out the exact same way here tonight.
And the Lakers making a change here. Peterson's checked in. Then for the Warriors, Achua. He's checked in for Trace Jackson-Davis. Wiggins comes in for Hield. And it's Moses Moody in for Curry. Here's prime time. The shot, no good. Nice defense from Kuminga.
Oh. No fucking good defense.
Back to Pajemski. There's a screen by Achua. To the inside. A dunk by Achua.
That wide body of Achua setting the screen, then releasing for the hoop.
On the wing, Green. There's 47 seconds left to play here in the first. Green with a screen on Wiggins. Driving in.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Clock management. This is where they can get a 2-for-1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
Kuminga down low. Guarded by Green. He'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blows.
Boy, clearly foul. Shit.
He's firing. He's the type of guy you love having in your locker room.
Hachimura is checked in for Jonathan Kuminga. And both free throws good for Achua. The Lakers with the ball, trailing by 5. They're getting their first look at the season at the Warriors in this one. Here's prime time. Wiggins with the block.
Oh, my. Wiggins saying, no, no.
Now, here's Moody. He's tightly guarded. Pajemski with it. Fires the 3. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And that does it for the first quarter. The Warriors on top. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's get your take, guys, on a scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out with great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
They've got Anthony Davis. Green is out there with prime time. Then it's Lonnie Walker. And it's Shavino in at the point. That's the Laker 5. Now here is Davis. His last outing, 16 points for him. Pass to Hood, Shavino. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's prime time. Recovered by Wiggins. 3 on the clock. And stolen by Chua.
This just standing in the corner. Get your ass under the goal.
Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Lakers trail by 3.
And to me, Draymond Green really embodies the idea of a high IQ player. He can read the opposition, predict where a play is going, and those instincts aren't something that can be easily taught to anyone.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thank you very much. Anthony Davis broke his
Coming out.
He said, I can block shots, switch on to anybody, guard the pick and roll, I can guard the post, I can guard the pin down. So that's my ability. My ability defensively is to do everything. Kevin?
And he does everything. David, thank you so much. Vanderbilt's checked in for Green. But Jemski's shot is good.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Down low. And that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Pass to Achua. Now Moody, a 3, and another 3
Come on,
for
bro. What
Golden
is he
State.
doing?
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from prime time.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Pass to Moody. And another 3 for Golden State.
And the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Davis with a screen on Wiggins. Here's prime time. Oh, there's the one-handed jam.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Here's Podziemski. He's got 6. And guys, hold on. And getting word, we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. Healed, can't hit.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Here's prime time. 18 points for him. Vanderbilt finds Davis. Here's prime time. He's defended by Podziemski.
Bullshit, bro.
One-on-one
He came
here.
through the play. I was who's guarding me.
Pass to Podziemski. And it's in off
They gotta come around them to jump. Bro,
Podziemski's
stop the
got 7 points
bullshit.
here in this quarter.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Here's prime time. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Back to Podziemski. Hit by Kuminga. To the paint. It's stolen by Vanderbilt. Here's prime time. Los Angeles
Damn, bro.
Last game for the Lakers.
Being in the
They picked up
game,
W
bro,
against
why am
the
I
Clippers.
eating?
Yeah, I think they prepared to face more defensive pressure, and that one didn't happen, and boy, they just rolled.
It took just a little bit of time, but once they figured out the D on that night, man, their offense was rolling.
The defender all over.
Los Angeles, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. That's 2 from prime time. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Warriors leading by 3. Outside Curry. Curry through
Good
dribble.
shit.
Count it! Oh!
Stronger than he looks. looks. Curry able to take the hit there and finish.
Ooh.
And it's prime time missing. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Warriors lead by 5. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Los Angeles.
We know it's gonna be a war. It's cool.
I'm not seeing their activity on D. Right now, the game is close, but it could turn on them unless they up the effort.
I agree. If they...
And now here's something that's... Thanks for joining us.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Really an incredible game from primetime.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Hill. Trace Jackson Davis out there with Jonathan Kuminga. And it's Hachimura in at the small forward. Here's Jackson Davis. Off the left rim and out.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick-and-roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing.
I think that block nice.
Taking the foul, but still.
Come on.
With so many years in the
Nigga blocked my shit
you
twice.
would think Curry would slow down, wouldn't you, Brent? But he remains
Yo,
at the
Curry
very top
go
of
up
his
this
game.
fast.
I think the best part about what we're seeing with Steph right now, Kevin, is his competitive will. You get to this age, you get to this stage after accomplishing all the things that Steph has done, and it's still not enough. So let's keep enjoying him while we can.
Here's prime time. 20 points for him. Just 5 on the clock. And he banks in the lane. Prime time's got 22 points.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Pass to Jackson Davis. Healed outside. And it's Hachimura in the corner. And a miss there on the triple. Lakers trail by 5. Davis sets a screen. He takes it in. And there's the dunk to finish it off.
Ooh, put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not at that time. Now here's Hill. Still scoreless. There's a screen. Jacks up a 3. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
Vanderbilt is screen on Curry. With the drive, prime time shot is good.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that
Good
confident
shot.
play.
It's my fault.
That's the kind of passing right there.
And we got
Makes
no
a
room
difference,
to
not
breathe.
just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
The Lakers trail. We've got Connect. 3 minutes out there at Davis. And it's prime time. And it's Hachimura in at the 1 spot. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. The Warriors shooting 47% from the floor. Getting it done. Flynn kicks to Achua. Pass to Moody. Back to Achua. Over Davis. Achua, no good.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but looks like plenty of room.
Here's prime time. goes. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Precious Achiuwa. And of course, we'll look here at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the three-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from deep.
And I feel like there's been an old-school aspect to what they've done tonight, and that is pounding the ball inside, getting it down low, getting those looks in close. That's been effective.
Here's Davis. And it's Davis with the jam.
Kind of fun to watch AD on these nights start to take over. He's doing that in these sequences.
Right outside. Pass to Wiggins. A three ball. Hits the three-point bomb. Wiggins has got 9 points now in just the second half.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Making the most of the screen. That's stuff.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. To the middle. Here's Achiuwa. Achiuwa.
Nothing to force here. Wiggins patient. And he found the open man.
And that's life above the rim. Courtesy of our AT&T 5G.
We'll see, bro.
Right, the pass to Achiuwa. Wiggins outside. Shot clock at 6. The 11-footer, and there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
Wiggins with a good use that time of the mid-range shot.
Pass to prime time. Vanderbilt with the screen. Going inside, and here's Davis for 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. And here's Wiggins. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Inside, here's Achiuwa. And Davis sends it back.
The defense on display there from Davis lines up the shot. With perfect
Go,
time,
bro.
shots it away.
Good team.
Update on Pajemski from David Aldridge. David, what'd you find out?
Hi, guys. The headhunter who traded for the Warriors gave us some information. Told me it's a sprained ankle. Of course, those can be tricky. Now, it's an unfortunate blow to them so early on in the season. See how this team responds moving ahead. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Hopefully, we'll see him very soon. Swings it from beyond the arc.
They hitting
That's a
everything.
shot he can hit. If you give it to him, you need a little more energy on defense that next trip down.
They grab their own miss. Pass to prime time. No good, unable to end this run. And so it's right, bringing up the ball for Golden State. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. And that one, good.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Warriors.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
Well, you know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
You know from me.
Now here's Curry. T right on him. Outside, Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Davis with a screen on Hachimura. Here's prime time. It's deflected. And it's Davis with the jam. Great game for him. Double-double now. 10 points and 11 rebounds. Now here's Curry. see the Warriors taking the game here. This was a very strong...
Don't beat yourself up till you check the tape. Rest, recuperate, get ready for tomorrow. I gotta get up early tomorrow to wait in line for some barbecue. No overtime tonight, okay?
We need everybody on the floor tonight.
All right, baby, let's get down.
Their fans are ready, and if this shot from earlier is any, thanks everyone for joining 2K Sports for this Wednesday, serving up some holiday basketball for you fans out there. Happy Thanksgiving Eve, everyone.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving Eve to you as well, my partner. I mean, there's just something special about watching basketball during the holiday season. Hey, and we're in for a treat.
So let's take a look at the Los Angeles
Well,
Lakers
we'll see.
starting lineup. Anthony Davis is out there with Draymond Green. Then it's Austin Reeves, and it's Hood Shafito in at the point guard position. Here's Davis, and it's blocked. And the ball goes out of bounds.
Oh, he's gonna dunk it.
Last touch by Lively. Here's Primetime. Drives to the hoop. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That's on Derek Lively.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
That one's no good. Pass to Thompson. Back to Williams. Screen by Lively. Takes the 3. Williams, that's good.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
It makes a difference for them if he can establish his three-point shot as a weapon.
Good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
And he hits the first of 3. Grant, as long as the Mavs have Luka Doncic, they'll be a contender in the West.
Yeah, no doubt. Luka is the special guy who can carry a team. He's an MVP candidate year in and year out, and Dallas is just very lucky to have him.
Outside Joe. Pass to Marshall. To the middle. And Thompson gets it to go.
As his career has developed, Klay has added this to his arsenal, becoming more than just a shooter.
Here's Primetime. 13 feet out. Williams grabs the board. Knocked loose. Now the Lakers moving it up. They get it back. Here's Primetime. Consistent production from him, averaging around 27.5 points a game. Basket's good. Primetime's got 6.
And finally, a made shot. They look a little relieved after that one.
Outside, Williams. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Dallas shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
First team foul.
That free throw misses.
Williams. 2 shots.
And he sinks the second. Here's Hood-Schifino. He's averaging about 6 points per game. Prime time.
Wow.
To go.
It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of the slump.
To the paint. Here's Joe. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
Well, the analytics would say take either that shot or something from downtown.
Inside. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, primetime in their last time out against the Warriors just played phenomenal. He tallied 32 points and also helped on the glass, hauling in 3 boards. If you look at his stats overall, he was just everywhere that night. Brian?
Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
Over his career, Anthony Davis has averaged 24 points,
What the
10
fuck was
rebounds,
that?
and 2 blocks. Those are career numbers, Richard.
It's a very short list of players who have done that. Single digit. Pair his scoring with his defensive abilities, and you've got a problem.
The Lakers trail. To the wing, right side. Pass to Davis. Oh, it's blocked. It
Dunk it, bro.
the backboard. Here's Marshall. No good there. Green with the defensive effort. 1:15 left to play in the first quarter. Davis a screen. Here's primetime. And that one is hammered home.
He flashes to the rim and is met with no resistance.
The Mavericks have gone 3 of 8 so far. And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. They defeated Utah in their last game. Davis a screen. Here's primetime. And he banks in the layup. Primetime's got 10 points.
Want to score in the NBA? Picks can really force the D to make tough choices.
Washington and Gafford the combo inside. Then it's Williams. And it's Prosper in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. And the Lakers shooting only 23% so far. Davis with a screen on Gafford. Primetime passes to Davis. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
That's just the bucket what you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss those.
To the inside, Gafford uses the glass to finish the layup.
Come on, bro. Is he guarding him or not? God damn.
Guys are moving the ball, sharing it. It makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Here's primetime. There's the drive. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. Now, here's Williams. His offense has been fantastic, averaging just over 17 a game. No luck on that one. The Lakers have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Here's primetime. 12 points for him. Five on the clock. The Lakers got to get one up. Late clock. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation for Dallas. Marshall, he's checked in for Washington. And it's Thompson in for Prosper. And Los Angeles making a change here. Outside, Williams. Here's Grimes. He's got 5. Gafford passes to Thompson. Beyond the arc. Oh, and Clay makes that three look so easy.
Whenever the ball leaves Clay's hands, it is the same every single time. You always feel like it's going in. He's that good of a shooter.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
The Lakers are looking to get downhill. Anthony Davis is trying to attack the basket and live in the paint. That's part of our identity, our DNA. It's getting to the line and guys catching rhythms like that and then playing from there.
KYG, know your game. They do that well, Allie. Grant, we're starting to see more players throwing alley-oops to themselves off the backboard. Did you ever do that?
In practice, maybe, but although I had some leaping ability early on, I never had the audacity to do it in a real game.
Now, here's Williams. In his last outing, 16 points for him. Shot clock at 3. Rebound by the Lakers. Davis has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
You have to like the fact that they're not settling at all. I mean, they've really made a point to get the ball down inside and challenge that interior defense.
Lively, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Joe comes in for Grimes. And the Lakers also making a switch. Peterson's checked in. Now here's Williams.
Bullshit.
Falls. His second make in 5 attempts.
Bullshit.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
They set the screen. Here's prime time. Pass to Hood Shafino. Here's prime time. He's got 16. Driving in. And he's 6 for 12 after that one.
He's had a rough start to this game, and that's being nice. But he's got him back on track here in the second.
And here's Lively. Williams with it. The 3 from Thompson. Rebounded by Green. Here's primetime. Williams defending. And primetime gets it to go.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Now here's Thompson. He's got 5. Here's Lively. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Once he saw the smaller defender guarding him, he took it right to the rack.
To the left wing. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game
Late,
clock.
bro.
That's his shot. And one, I'm sure, he wants back.
Williams passes to Thompson. Oh, Clay takes the contact and finishes.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Primetime passes to Green. Can't get it to fall.
Even though it wasn't a
Come on, Draymond.
that's a shot he should make more oftentimes.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. The Mavericks on top. They're up by 2. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
I like their aggressiveness getting to the line. Cave in the defender's chest and make him blow the whistle.
If you can't. And now let's take a moment to see how the West stacks up here in this early part. Thanks as always.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. And the Lakers, looking at who they've got. We've got Austin Reeves. Anthony Davis is out there with Green. And it's prime time in at the small forward position. Now here's Williams. Pass to Thompson. Fires the 3. Hits a 3-pointer.
Come on, bro. Get the hand up. God damn.
This is something that Clay works on all the time, even though he is already elite at it. He readies himself to fire once he catches that ball.
Why would he throw it behind me, bro?
Outside Joe.
Stupid.
Here's Marshall. Back to Joe. Now here's Williams. Thompson scanning the floor. Left side Williams. Davis with a rebound. Davis has got his 6th rebound on the night. And he lobs it up. Anthony Davis going up top.
Throw it high and watch Davis fly. Wow.
Here in this 3rd quarter, just over a minute played. Here's Marshall. Green covering. Here's Marshall. Yet to see a basket. Shot clock at 5. Goes up on the wing. It's rebounded by Primetime. Primetime's got 4 rebounds in the game. 3rd quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Davis.
Dunk the ball, AD.
Dallas leading by 3. Well, Richard, we know how decorated AD was early on in his career. What can we expect from him moving forward?
He was getting Defensive Player of the Year and MVP votes back then. If he can get back to that level, he's going to be an absolute focal point for a long time.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Marshall passes to Joe. Back to Marshall. And here's Joe for 3. Dallas no good that time either.
That's how you stay connected to a shooter. Was right in his jersey.
Davis with a screen on Williams. With the drive. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam. And what a wild one this has been.
8 lead changes, some big plays, and some big mistakes, too.
Joe with the ball. A valuable part of their offense, averaging a little more than 16 a game. Marshall passes to Thompson. Deflected. And that'll be Dallas's ball as it goes out of bounds. Mavericks able to keep the possession. And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. And we might see some... And Reeves has got the ball here for the Lakers. 4-point game. Washington and Gafford the combo inside. And it's Grimes in at the 1. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Here are the Mavericks now with the ball. Here's Grimes. Takes a 3. Connects from downtown. And the Mavericks lead by 5.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
Reeves, the pass to Green. Here's Primetime. Down low. Here's Davis. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Here's Grimes. He's covered by Reeves. Grimes' shot is off. Lakers trail by 3. Here's Primetime. Good on the bucket. Primetime's gotten 4 this quarter.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Pass to Grimes. Over Reeves. It's rebounded by Primetime.
Under heavy duress, that's a low percentage shot. Gotta find something better than that.
Banked it in off the glass. Primetime's got 30 points.
The offensive success is due in part to his quality shooting. He hasn't wasted too many looks.
The officials were right on top of that one.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Los Angeles.
Look, they're getting good looks inside. It's been a point of emphasis all night long, but I love this hard-nosed attitude of this team.
And we can't forget about how ferocious they've been cutting to the rim, just going right at defenders and finding ways to finish.
Good Chafino's checked in for Los Angeles. The Mavericks have gone 1 of 4 since the 4th quarter began. Outside, Williams. To the middle. Thompson in the post. He's covered by Reeves. Thompson, that's good.
We have seen Klay Thompson with some of the most impressive shooting performances in NBA history. His team and him both know you better feed that hot hand because he's got it going on.
Come on, Draymond.
Pass to Marshall. From downtown. Rebounded by the Lakers. Davis has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Prime time. That one falls. Coming off Davis' feed. Prime time's got 12 points in just the second half. For Dallas, they've gotten only 2 of 6 attempts to drop in the fourth. And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. And Dallas making a change here. Lively's checked in. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, I was able to catch the message that Jason Kidd was giving to his team.
That's a lot,
Some attention a little, asking these guys, are we having fun? I know I am. Just relax out there and follow the game plan. We got this.
As always, Allie, thank you. Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 2-point ball game.
Huge free throws right there. He's able to put them on top with those makes.
And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
I just love the aggressive finish.
Now, I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Thompson passes to Williams. From the arc. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Davis has got rebound number 11. Here's Green. Oh, Draymond finishing himself.
Over his career, Green has been in so many huge playoff games, so he's used to the pressure moments.
Thompson passes to Marshall. To the inside. And there's Thompson on the assist by Lively.
What a big moment for Klay Thompson. With the game up for grabs, he comes up huge. Pressure, what is that?
Here's Hutchefino. Here's prime time. And he taps it home with authority.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
The Mavericks trailing. 55 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Thompson passes to Williams. The crossover. 6 on the shot clock. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Almost converts despite the contact.
And Williams drops them both.
Certainly some pressure on those free throws. Still delivered.
To the paint. Here's prime time. Yeah!
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
This play could decide the game.
Can't afford any mistakes here, BA.
Now here's Thompson. Defense right on it. Thompson, the screen on Reeves. Back to Thompson. Dallas needs to get off the shot. Williams from long range. No good from three-point range. And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
When you've got your opponent down, don't let him up. This one's all but over.
And Dallas calls time here. They trail by 4. Any speculation on what we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
And they're going to have to work fast coming out of the timeout.
Yeah, no time to waste. They basically have to execute things perfectly from here on out.
Got to fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're going to be dead. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Wow, doing all he can to give them the edge, pulling their lead out to 3 points.
Marshall. The 3 won't fall. a narrow victory for the Lakers, pulling it out for the W.
Way to bring the effort tonight.
Long season. Time to grab that lunch bell and go to work.
Get ready to light it up tonight.
Good Friday night to you, sports fans. You've come to the right place. Now we'll look at the stats for Jeremy Sohan.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
Here we are, Stan, beginning of the season. Certainly, what has stood out to you so far in these early days?
Well, Kevin, there's certain guys around the league you can already see who have worked hard and made improvements to their game in the offseason. Now they're just going to have to be able to sustain those improvements and make adjustments when defenses start to figure them out.
And that's the rub. That's the tough part of this whole thing.
Adjustments never stop. We go back and forth and back and forth.
And as the conversations swirl around MP, one of those, of course, is how vocal MP has been about these rivalry games he plays in. His goal is to win each and every one of them.
And to be fair, guys, MP's been so far in these rivalry games. The intensity that you need to play in this atmosphere, it's been lacking. MP and his team have to figure out a way tonight to raise their level.
Look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. Sohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. Vassell in the wing along with Johnson. And it's Lewis in at the point. And the Spurs winning the 2023 lottery, stand, adding the terrific Victor Wembanyama. A franchise changer, it appears.
Yeah, Kevin, the hardest thing, and you need a lot of luck to do it, is to
Come
get
on.
that guy. The guy you can build everything around. There aren't enough of them to go around. Victor Wembanyama is a guy you can build a
Let's
championship
block. Come on, stop the
franchise
bullshit.
around. Multi-skilled at his size. This guy's going to be a fixture
Fucking
in this
bomb.
league for a long time.
Here's prime time after the basket by San Antonio. Lays it up off the glass. Prime time's got 7 points in the game.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there? It just gets to the rack really easy.
Here's Johnson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call it a shooting foul.
And for Johnson, it's all about being consistent. When he does this, he's a major factor for this team.
Shooting for San Antonio. And Johnson drops them both. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Olin. David?
Hey, Kevin, briefly spoke with J.J. Redick. Now he's in awe of Victor Wembanyama, just like everybody else. He said, I don't know that we can stop him. I don't know that we can slow him down. But they want to try and play a physical brand of basketball against him at both ends and see if that has any effect. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. Here's prime time, covered by Johnson. Picked away.
Oh!
Driving inside. Green with the block.
No matter what night it is, he seems to intimidate and more often than not succeed.
And the Spurs making a change here. Adams checked in. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. And the basket by Vassell.
And give credit to coach there for drawing that up. He positioned his guys for immediate success.
Well, Devin Vassell has flown under the radar for a long time. He's past a lot of fans, Coach. But we've seen it. He can fill it up.
Yeah, Kevin, look. He is an outstanding shooter. He's got
Bro,
great
that's not a foul, bro.
He can score at all 3 levels. He reminds you a bit of DeMar DeRozan, but maybe even with more of a 3-point shot.
A generational talent. For Wembanyama, the sky is the limit and the reality.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
They can automatically catch it, but I can't. That's wild.
Passes to Wembanyama. That one falls.
That's wild, bro.
He's now 2 for 3. And look at how the hustle game has been going for San Antonio.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And they've also done a great job turning defense into offense tonight, creating turnovers and capitalizing on the other end.
Now here's Lewis. And rebounded by Connect. Here's prime time, covered by Vassell. Vanderbilt a screen on Vassell. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Lakers shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
And looking at the numbers this season, they're shooting a robust 82% from the line. That's about as good as it gets.
Some changes here for the Spurs. Jalen Duren, he's checked in for Wembanyama. Harrison Barnes comes in for Sohan. And Castle is subbed in for Lewis. Here's Castle. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game. And too much time in the lane, they get called for the 30-second violation.
Need some energy up.
The Lakers trail. On the court for San Antonio here in the second. We've got Johnson. Jalen Duren is out there with Barnes. And it's Castle. And it's Branham in at the 1.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Here's Castle. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Duren a screen. And the basket by Castle. Castle's got his second basket of the night.
Well, it's a 3-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing. Well, I know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
And that one is good. Castle's got 8
No
points.
block is crazy.
Their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, prime time in the last game against Dallas played phenomenal. He scored 40 points and was so productive offensively.
What?
He ended up setting a new season high for himself in scoring. One of the great performances I've seen in all my years, and I really mean that. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. Greg, it was obvious he was having a lot of fun out there. Tremendous victory.
I'll tell you, he may have been enjoying himself, but whoever was matched up against him certainly wasn't.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
The Lakers with the ball. Following the three-pointer by San Antonio. Just 5 to shoot. Will it go? He takes it up and lays it in. He's got 13.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
San Antonio leading by 6. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. During the pass to Johnson. During trying to break free.
Well, everything Johnson does on the court, he does with force.
And when you take a look at Jalen Duren, a big man, Greg, who seems to get better each and every season.
Well, you know, he averaged a double-double in his second season. I especially like how hard he goes after rebounds. This guy has a bright future in this league.
Here's Castle. Following the basket by Draymond Green. They're in high post. Johnson outside. From the arc. Duren, no good. Lakers trail by 6. Drives to the hoop. It's deflected.
Well, I want to see more of this from Duren.
What? Anthony Davis.
To make an impact defensively.
Green against Barnes. Pass to Branham. Now, here's Duren. To the middle. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And Greg, you talk about toughness.
Oh, you can't guard this sorry ass nigga, bro.
And that'll do it for the first half of the competitive game so far. Spurs out in front, up by 4. 2K Sports, back in a moment here in Los Angeles.
Please do.
You can't win playing passive at the offensive end. I mean, how many times did we see him at the free throw line?
Practically. Fellas, what do you say we take a look now at the... Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. One guy has been getting it done is prime time.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Well, I just love his fearlessness so far. He's charging inside like no one can stop him.
Green is out there with Anthony Davis, and it's prime time. Then it's Austin Reeves. And it's Shafino in at the point. That's the Laker foul. Back to Lewis. Nice pass. Run him to the rack perfectly for the layup. And the Spurs lead by 4.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play. Getting the ball inside right to the bucket.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
So it's the Spurs now. Wembanyama, a screen on Reeves. Victor Wembanyama.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Here's prime time. San Antonio.
Hey, D.
Looking ahead, the got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. And the call will be against Primetime. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
And San Antonio has possession. 4-point game. Johnson outside. Six on the shot clock. Fires from way outside. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. And so it's Davis who'll bring the ball up for the Los Angeles Lakers. And it's
late, bro.
Missing. Vassell outside. Pass to Sohan. Johnson right side. Off target from outside. Lakers have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Here's Primetime. Makes that one fall. It's his 8th bucket in 15 shot attempts.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
Lewis passes to Wembanyama. Back to Lewis. Pass to Johnson. Down low. It's stolen by Davis. Fast break. The Lakers. It's down the breakaway slam.
With high-level defensive intelligence, Davis times his steals perfectly.
Lewis passes to Vassell. Johnson wide open. He fires. Buries the long-range jumper. Johnson's got 13.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. San Antonio making the switch here. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at San Antonio, they've had a very slow start to the season so far, down in the bottom half of the conference. And, of course, there's the Lakers sitting there 4 spots below.
You know, for Los Angeles, what a slow start they've gotten off to. At least they have enough time to still get things going here in the right direction.
Well, sure, it is early, but they want to avoid digging too deep a hole for themselves. If you let a slow start go on too long, it can really shake a team's confidence.
And the Lakers with possession here. Following the bucket by the Spurs. Davis with a screen on Vassell. Over in the corner, Vincent.
Bro, I threw it to AD, bro. Quit the bullshit.
To Branham. To the inside. Vassell.
Oh, my. Well, he just came flying in. Vassell making sure it goes down.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was.
That nigga pushing AD all out the way, bro. Oh, what that fake ass shit. Probably moving him around like that.
Helpless to stop them right now.
Hustle misses. Lakers have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. Nice. 62% from the field. And a look now at the San Antonio Spurs' upcoming schedule. On Sunday, they'll head home to take on the Utah Jazz. Then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the Sacramento Kings.
And for their matchup with Cleveland, they'll need to be at their best for this contest. Anything short of excellence, and they'll be in for a rough ride.
The Spurs making a switch here. Barnes is checked in. Branham, the pass to Vassell. Primetime grabs the board.
Yeah, credit the defense there, not allowing the easy layup.
Here's Davis. Oh, Davis down low.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Here's Castle, defended by Vincent. 20 seconds left in the third. Here's Castle. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Primetime, and the call will be against Primetime.
He was moving. Hell nah, bro. Hey. What?
Here's Duran. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Here's Castle. He's defended by Reed. Pass to Branham. Here's Barnes. Lets the three fly. Branham.
Come on, bro. Why'd you double team me for nothing? It's dumb.
Like that have typified their effort today to
on the play right now for the Spurs. Out there with Barnes. Then there's Jalen Duran. Then it's Castle. And it's Branham in at the point guard position. Here's Branham, the three. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where is the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc. Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Barnes screen on Reed. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, he's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
Lakers trail by 3 to the paint. Reed shoots it straight down.
And some kind of switch must have been flipped at halftime because both teams are getting after it.
Yeah, and you can feel the pace picking up in this second half. Both teams have dialed up the intensity.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Greg Popovich talking to his team during the break. Now it's a close one, so Coach asked his team to keep their focus. He said this game's going to come down to mistakes. If we play clean, we'll win. Great game tonight. See how it winds up.
Okay, David, thanks. Game winding down, and they just keep changing leads.
Hey, guys, no separation yet, and I really don't think we're going to see any all the way down.
Now, here's Vassell. Here's Sohan. Pocket 6. Wembanyama, a screen. Running it to the basket. And pushing it out. Here's Los Angeles. Beautiful finish in the lane. Goes down. Time's got the lead up to 3 now for the Lakers. Let's look at the energy stats. How the hustle game has been going for the Lakers.
Well, I love how connected they've been defensively. They're right into shooters and piling up block shots.
And another thing, guys, they dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away. And right now, Anthony Davis, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Here's prime time. A quick back. Wembanyama with the rebound. Spurs trail by 3. Pass to Sohan. Here's Vassell. He's defended by Reed. Yes, that goes in.
Well, they needed a bucket right there, and it's Vassell who answers the call.
To the middle. Here's prime time. Oh, and no question. Out of it now.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Wembanyama against Davis. Here's Johnson. And the basket is good. He's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Look, he's got ice water in his veins. Johnson ready for his moment.
And that one falls for Johnson.
Yeah, he's a guy you want at the line. And clearly not affected by the moment.
Here's Sabina.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Here's Wembanyama. Following the bucket by the Lakers. Over Davis. Nice shot by Wembanyama, no good. Here's prime time. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
Come on.
Step up.
In this situation.
There's 37 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And it's Vassell in the corner. From outside, off the mark. So they foul intentionally. 26 seconds left in the game. And so they choose to intentionally foul. He gets the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. Who is outside? Pass to Sohan. 11 seconds left in the fourth. Vassell wide open.
Why would you get out of him, bro? In the game over. That's the dumbest shit I ever seen. The fucking game over.
8 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's prime time.
Let's go.
So he's got the and-one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
I mean, already into the game. Is it fair to say he's got it?
Yeah, at this point, they're going to have to go for the three and try to force OT.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. Thoughts on what Coach wants to do here?
To tie. But look, they've got enough time here to find a good look. They can run a play off the inbounds, make sure they get it in the hands of their best shooter.
So it's Los Angeles taking it down to a push. What is that they put on here?
These are those games that feel so...
Game empty. Win, pay the bills, baby. Get the popcorn ready. It's game time.
The other team's already worried about stopping you, MP.